A set of smoke taillights should not run you close to $1,000. Luckily, there's a company out there that agrees with me. Taking these out of the box, they've got this clear film over them, so let's take that off and check them out. These are gonna look really good on the truck with the red I've got. They send out some wiring harness options depending on what you have and some resistors. We're first gonna take a T15 to remove these two screws so the taillight assembly will come right out. Take loose this connection right here by taking the red tab and popping that back, and then press on the tab and it should release. Then take your bulb and twist that, pry the rest of the harness right there. And we're loose. Taking a pick tool, you'll want to pop the red tab loose from this connector and pull that out. Because we have this wire in the factory harness, we'll want to use this cable instead of this one. So you can toss this cable aside and we'll run this one down up under the truck. Taking the old harness is not hard at all. You see this hole right up here? It just came straight down through there, and then it's supposed to plug in right here, but I've got the OP7 light bar, so I've already got the Easy Connect harness right here, so I'll be making the connection to this. That's where the factory connection came loose. On the factory harness, there was these two little clips. You can reach your hand behind where these go through, pressing those in and then pushing that out. That was the easiest way to get these off. While feeding the new harness down, make sure these clips go down with it. Again, once this connector's down, it would normally install there, but I've got this, so I'm gonna hook it right into my Easy Connect harness. Once connected, just press that red tab down. Now take the new clip and slide that right in the existing hole. And the other clip will go right here. What I did with the resistors is I took this gray connection, connected that, and then took some tie wraps and just kind of followed the harness. You'll also wanna take these protective caps off of these studs, and then they'll install at this location and this location. We can go ahead and clip this connector in and then pushing that gray tab forward. These are for the LEDs in the bed of the truck. Taking the main connector, we'll set this right here and plug it in. And then we should be able to position the resistors and connector right inside this hole. Line the tail light up. And push forward. Last thing to do is just pop your two screws back and we're good to go. Before moving on, let's do a side-by-side comparison. You've got the factory on the left and you've got the new one on the right. And it is really looking awesome. Let me get the other one on and we'll light them up. And we are all done, guys. That was really not a bad install at all. These look amazing and completely change the back of this truck. I do have my keys. I want to make sure they work. I'm just going to hit the lock button, and they did light up. And they look really good. I'm gonna wait for it to get a little bit darker so y'all can get a better look at these. We'll test all the turn signals, everything, and make sure all the functionality works. Well guys, these taillights look awesome on the truck. They match the third brake light pretty well. Don't really see a need to change that. The functionality, everything works. So these are a plus in my book. I've had these installed for a few days and I found an issue. When I went to turn on the LEDs in my truck bed, they wouldn't come on. I hooked up a voltmeter to the leads and saw that I was getting 12 volts. so I figured the polarity was wrong on the connector. Luckily, it was easy to switch the wires around. All I had to do was unclip the pink slide connector holding the pins in. Then I took a pick tool and pressed down on the blue and black pins to release them. I swapped them around so the negative and positive wire was in the correct position for the LED light. Once I was able to seat them back in the connector properly, I just had to take the pink slide, push it back in place, and then the LED lights came right on. This ended up not being a big deal for me to fix, but I do think that the wiring needs to be sent out correctly from the factory. Other than that, I really do like the way these look on the truck, and I've had no other issues. Well, I appreciate y'all watching this. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so. Until next time, see y'all.